Hello everyone, this is Andrew with Chaos Games, and I'm going to be showing you basic tools of Google SketchUp. This isn't really part of a tutorial series, this is just more of a how-to. If you take a look at the screen, I have a bunch of cubes laid out, and we are going to modify these cubes with using different tools. And we're going to start with this cube here. First tool we're going to cover is this push and pull. Very basic, very simple. You click, you push, and you pull. Click and hold it, or you can hold it, type in a number, and it'll go to whatever number you type. Another thing we can do with this cube is we can set midpoints by taking a line going midpoint to midpoint and midpoint to midpoint on X and Y. And then we can take this circle, we can either put a midpoint of the circle here, we're going to make it 1 foot, 1 foot, and in the center we're going to make another 1 foot. And we're just going to delete these lines because they'll just end up getting in our way. Okay, now that we have these circles, we're going to use this push and pull feature again. Push this one up, push this one down, push this one down a little more. Let's say I want to make this one the same level as this one. All you do is you click the top plane and hover it over the plane that you want to keep the same height. And then same thing with this, only we can go to midpoint if we wanted to. Okay, so that is how you push and pull an object. You can do it with squares too, it doesn't really matter what. With a square you can edit it that way too. Even edit downwards. The next tool I'm going to show you is the Follow Me tool. Some of you might not know where this is. If you don't have it up here, it's going to be in your tools, and it's going to be the Follow Me right here. You can get it by going to View, Toolbars, and go to Large Tool Set. Okay, but what we're going to do with this tool is we're going to make another midpoint. Let's say I want this to follow it. Now I can't just select this and just move it wherever, it'll only follow around here. So I'm going to make a line going up, line coming over. Let's say I want one going down, come over on X, go back over on Y, go down again. And so I want to add some radiuses to it, so I'm going to get the arc tool. Now when that purple line shows up, what it basically is telling you that it's going at an exact 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to come back over when it turns purple again, your tangent with this line and this line. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Same thing here. And so on. Basically what this is a guideline for this circle to travel on when you're using the Follow Me tool. So I'm just going to delete the lines we don't necessarily need. So now that I have this guideline made, I can delete these circles. These aren't needed anymore. Or not circles, lines, my bad. Select the Follow Me tool. Select the face you want it to follow. And then you're just going to follow this line we made. The circle's a bit big. Let's try that again. Here we go. And what it will do is it's going to follow these guidelines, making whatever shape you made on the line. And what's going on? There it goes. And when you click it, it'll finish it off. This can be done in many different ways. It can be used with a square, it can be used to anything. For example, let's do an arc. So this next cube here, go to the center point, let's go 1 inch out. And 1 inch down. We're going to take the arc tool again, we're going to go from point to point, go midpoint, take the Follow Me tool again, Now if you saw the flashlight tutorial, you saw how this is done already. And I don't think I selected something. There we go. So now that that's made, there's going to be a face in here. We're going to select this face. And we're just going to follow this around. And what that does is it makes that whatever shape you made there, it'll take it and it'll follow it all the way around those guidelines. And like I said, you can do it more than just, you know, circles and squares. Let's make something ridiculous here. Let's just say I want this particular shape to follow something. I'm going to set the guidelines down here at the bottom right corner. And delete the lines we don't need. Take the follow me tool and just follow that line, and that shape will follow everything. And there it is. Really not many other tools to cover here except for, I don't really know the exact name of this tool, the offset. Take a plane, select it, and makes another box inside. You can do it again, and you can keep repeating it as much as you want till it gets smaller. It's a good tool to have if you want to make random stuff like this, maybe steps or stairs. Do whatever with it. You can even do I've done a doorway with it before just by making a basic shape here. Because it's a door, you want to close off the bottoms here. Now you got a basic little door frame, and you can add little shapes in there if you want. Maybe you want a radius. Again, all you do is just take this follow me tool, follow it around. Now you got a little radius there, it gives it a little extra feature to it. Do it here too if you want. I mean, there really is no limit to any of this. You can do anything with this tool. Anything you want to make. This tool is pretty neat to have. You know, I can make a tunnel if I wanted. I may have made too many cubes here. There's really not much left to show on basic tools. You know, maybe I just use one of these cubes, make a little model. Let's make a little house right now. For a house, you need walls. And also remember, when you're making a 3D model for a game, you don't want to have a one-sided face. You want everything 3D. What I mean by that is, I can make this floor go down here, but it's a 2D floor. You want the floor to come up just a little bit. So now, when you have this box, you have a floor that your player won't fall through when you're in the game. Move this down a little bit, give it a little tiny door. Another cool thing about push and pull is if you're pushing and pulling and you want the object to disappear, hover it until it says on face, and you click and that face will. Sorry about that, there was a little technical difficulty. I ran out of hard drive space on my C drive, but back to where I was. Okay. I don't remember what I was just saying, but we'll just start from here. I'm going to make a little step here. Now we got our doorway. Again, use the follow me tool and make this doorway a little bit more realistic. Space and get rid of this space, and then fix this space. Okay, so we have a door. Make a little window. We got a window, we got a door. That's all we need now is a roof. A little basic standard roof. Nothing too fancy. Probably fix this. Now again, since I fixed this, it's still a 2D face. You want to make everything 3D. Sometimes it's a little easier said than done. By the way, I'm using middle click to orbit around, in case you didn't know. Another thing about SketchUp is you got these views right here. Top view, side view, front view, etc. But that would be the basics to basic tools or whatever you want to call it. Those are really the only tools you're really going to be using. Other than that, we also have options to make groups. Groups come in handy a lot, especially when you're building levels, because in Unity you can't import, I think it's more than 6,500 polygons. So what I do is I make a group. Let's say I want to make a building. This is going to be a house. Make that a group, and I'll export this group. Only this group. So when I go to export 3D model, and I'll go to options and say export only current selection. And if you don't have these right, that you want this one and this one, check two sided faces, etc. Now, if you don't have SketchUp Pro, you can't export FBX. You can only export as a DE or DAE file. But that's not a problem because you can turn into an FBX in an external program. But that's the basics to SketchUp. Any questions? Be sure to comment. Don't forget to check out the website and blah blah blah, you know what to do.